So, what does an income plan actually look like? Well, at its simplest, it answers three questions. One, how much do I need every month? Two, where is that money coming from? And three, what is the order and the logic for drawing it down? Now, most people can answer question one, at least roughly. Question two is where things get complicated because retirement often means multiple income sources: Social Security, maybe a pension, an IRA, a 401k, taxable accounts, maybe annuities, and each one has different rules, different tax treatment, different timing, and different consequences. And the wrong sequence, taking money from the wrong place at the wrong time, can cost real money. Taxes, growth, Medicare costs, benefits. And question three, the order and the logic, that's where a real income plan earns its keep. Because this is where people actually tell me, Barb, nobody ever explained any of this. And honestly, it doesn't surprise me. Most people spent their working years focused on growing their money. Nobody sat down and taught them how to turn savings into an actual retirement paycheck. How much should come from investments? When should Social Security start? Should pension decisions look different? What about taxes? What about those RMDs, those required minimum distributions? How do Medicare costs fit in? And all of those decisions start talking to each other. And that's why retirement planning, it isn't just investments. Because if one decision affects taxes and taxes affect Medicare and Medicare affects cash flow, suddenly this gets a lot more connected than people expected. And that's also why trying to piece retirement together one decision at a time can become very frustrating and fast. So after today's show, I want you to head on over to retirefinanciallyfit.com and request your complimentary copy of Retire Financially Fit, along with some additional resources that I put together for you, because there's a risk in retirement that most people have never heard of. And these resources are going to help you with that. But this is called sequence of return risk. I know the minute people hear that phrase, their eyes glaze over. It sounds technical. It sounds complicated. It sounds like advisor talk. But let me make it very simple. Timing matters a lot. If the market drops sharply in the first few years of retirement, right when you're starting to take income, well, then the damage can be much worse than if the same drop happened, let's say 10 years later. Why? Because now you're selling shares at lower prices to create income, and those shares never get the chance to recover. The math can be brutal. Two people can retire with the exact same amount of money, same average return over time, and one gets bad returns early, the other gets bad returns later, completely different outcomes. The person hits early while taking income, they may struggle. And the person who hit later, they might be fine. And that's what sequence matters. That's why protected income matters. Because if enough of your essential expenses are covered by dependable income, income that doesn't care what the market is doing, you don't have to panic when things get ugly. You wait. And that's nice to have. That's a strategy. So what I'd like to really encourage you to do is let's make sure that you are ready for retirement. We offer a complimentary discovery call. Give us a call at 800-883-1518 and let's see how you're doing and if you're on target for where you need to be. There's no cost, there's no obligation. Again, 800-883-1518, a simple conversation where we can answer some of those questions and make sure that you are on target to retire financially fit.